shit.
Right, but what I'm saying is that stuff was out there. So when the text message came through, it didn't get into the weeds specific. It was a general perspective about what they felt. So what I was saying was, yo, this is how they feel about him. It ain't right. There's no excuse to feel this way about him. And if you can't market this brother, what does that say about the rest of us? Or what does it say about people that you're choosing to market? What is it that they are that he's not? But that warrants a discussion that's provoked by platforms like mine, like yours, and various others. If we keep it silent, nobody talks about it, and then they get to keep doing it.
But is it fair for Jaylen Brown to not want to be like everybody else and get what everybody else is getting?
I totally agree with that.
He got $300 million to not want to do all of that other shit?
But what you're arguing about is what he has a right to and to not feel. What I was talking about is this is their justification for this. It ain't right, but this is what they're saying. Deal with that reality and then fight from there, because now you know the bullshit they saying about you. Would you not rather know? That's like what I ain't gonna say his name. I have somebody that's a coworker. He's an executive. And he's the kind of cat, you can't tell me the source, then don't fucking tell me nothing. I don't wanna know. His ass out of a job. Because when you're an executive, there is a game that's gonna be played with or without you. And with or without you, the game's gonna be played. So now you got a decision. Do you wanna climb? Do you wanna ascend? And if to do that calls for you not to play the game, but to be hip to the game so you don't get lost in it, you gonna ignore that? Or you gonna get the intel so you're hip to the game and you know what minefields to avoid. That is what comes with it. And if you can't deal with that, you don't belong in the game.
But it's the timing. Remember the timing of the information that was let out, the Olympic situation, and you looking at a situation where Jaylen Brown is like, damn, where all this coming from? So the information comes out, he don't make the Olympic team. And everybody's looking at him and like, this is the reason why you didn't make the Olympic team. Because now this accumulation of information is now available to everybody to just insinuate, well, what's the reasons why he's not getting endorsements? He's not likable. He thinks he's arrogant. He's too confident. He's too smart. Yeah, and then it's like, oh, he walk around with the smug shit. And it's like, well, when you're smarter than other people, that's how it fucking goes.
And what I'm saying is that that's a beautiful thing for us to know, because how could you possibly justify with a straight face holding the brother back because he's smart,
That's it.
and he's intelligent, and he's gonna ask the right questions, and he ain't gonna just take any song and dance you throwing in his face. So that's why you holding him back. That's a discussion that somebody like him, and I know this for a fact because once I saw him face to face and we talked about it, he embraced it like that. It was like, yo, I see this shit.
Yeah.
I see what they doing, but he may not have known.
Well, imagine if ESPN actually runs the story of Jaylen Brown being a fucking genius instead of being a guy you can't market.
Yeah.
Imagine that narrative during the Olympics instead of, we did the reasons why. I think that's the disconnect between some guys that are actually trying to do the right thing, the right way, and guys who get away with shit.
But there have been stories run about him at MIT. There have been
100%.
There have been stories run about him and his commitment to his community and how he made sure when he signed that contract, he had businesses committing to investing. We covered that press conference. So these things have happened. The problem is the viewing public, it don't stay with them like the other shit stays with them.
That's why we need like this show, like Inside Stuff used to be on, right? They used to highlight shit the guys was doing positive, right?
Yep.
Bring back some shit like that, right?
Yeah.